Hi, my name's Ethan Lawrence.
This is Jesse Leach from Killswitch Engage.
Hi, I'm Scotty Wartooth.
Hi, my name's Sean Smith.
Hi, my name is Desperate Housewives.
Hey, this is Ryan McCombs from the band Soil.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is the Raging Cajun Lash LaRue.
Hi, this is Jim Valance. I'm a songwriter, and you're listening to the Chronicles of Podcast with Tom and Jamie.
Ladies and gentlemen, this week we bring you acting royalty. This week's guest is a character actor who's appeared in some of the biggest projects in TV and movie history. Let's see, Friends, The Grinch, Desperate Housewives, The Goldbergs, just to name but a few. But to myself and Tom and many of our generation, she'll forever be best known for putting the fear into the hearts of those named Scott! As Frau Farbissina in Austin Powers, boys and girls, put your hands together as we bring you the Chronicles of Mindy Sterling.
Oh,
I tried my best with the voice. I was never going to get it as good as you, obviously,
good.
but I tried.
Pretty good.
That's
but
good.
you know, I've got that screeching thing about it, so it's more like.
But before we get into all that juicy goodness, how has your day been so far? How's your personal Tuesday?
Oh, let's see. Really good. I took a walk, and I had a friend of mine who needed my help, and I was able to help her.
Nice.
Nothing horrible.
Okay,
and
good.
yeah, and really just everything is good today.
Perfect. That's what we like. What a start.
I don't always have great days, but today was a good one.
Yes.
We wouldn't be real every day. It was like, whoa, but yeah, I'm doing pretty good right now.
That's what we like. So what we like to do with these things is take it right back to the start, to the days of young Miss Sterling, you could say. What did you want to be when you were growing up? Has it always been acting for yourself, or was it something completely different? Like, I don't know, a go-go dancer? I don't know.
Oh, no.
First thing that came to mind.
No, I think, I think as you're growing up, it's like I wanted to be a teacher. I wanted to be a nurse. And then, that's kind of the little girl thing. And then, my dad was an entertainer in Florida, and I just was around funny people. My mom was very animated. And, when I went to school, it was just like, oh, because I was kind of shy. And I found out that, you could do theater and be somebody else. You don't have to be yourself. And I thought that was pretty great for me, because I think I just needed that so I can do other people or other, and and then the shy man, you could just be shy.
I like that. It's interesting. It's a good way to get out of your own head, in a sense, just by being someone else for an hour or whatever it might be. I should try that. I should take it back.
Look, I think we all have different sides of us. For me, there's the little girl side, that doesn't know anything. And then there's, the side that would do anything for their son or for a family member, or what do you need? What can I do? That, very powerful. And then there's, someone that's just, I'm done. Good night.
So normally we like to ask where people get their inspiration from to get into the line of business. But you said your dad was in the entertainment industry. Was your mom in the industry as well? Did I read? Or
my mom was a dancer. She danced. She when she was she went through a separation, and my dad and her, they had a divorce, and then she danced. My mother was always kind of a dancer, so she was really good at that. And then she danced in Florida, like at the hotels and stuff, when they have these big shows. And so I took dancing when I was growing up. And and my dad was just he was an actor and he was a singer. So I kind of was doing a little bit of everything. So yeah, I was around that a little bit, and I just found that was, wow, these are my kind of people.
So your dad was a comedian as well, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was a singer, he was a comedian, he was an actor. He was, I don't know if you will remember or if your fan base remembers, but he used to be partners with Shecky Green,
I know the
who was an
name.
American,
Yes.
a big American, yes, person. And so he did that for a while, but he put together shows, and he would go to Florida, and do the on by the beach, and then he would do. He just was a funny guy, great big personality, and I just found I love to laugh. I loved to laugh and make people laugh.
That's all. What did
Do
he
a hell of a
say?
good job of that. So I don't apologize. They do a great job of that, Mindy. So, nothing to worry about there.
What did he say when you said to him, Dad, I want to do what you do?
He said that, but he did. No, that's not true. I think I did probably say that or something. No, he knew that I liked acting, and that I wanted to do that. So at the age of, I think I was like 13 now. I was very young, and he was like, "Okay, well, you need to study Shakespeare, because if you could do Shakespeare, you could do anything." And I was a little hesitant about it, and I was like, "I can't even say those words, those names, So he made time. He had a um, a private, like, coach that would come to my place, like once a Saturday, every Saturday or something like that. And I hated it. It wasn't her. I hated it. I just wasn't my thing. Um, and then she finally said, "Yeah, Mindy, you're not really into this, are you?" I mean, I was young, and I was like, "No." But I don't want to say anything because I don't want my dad to be mad at me. She goes, "You know what? Don't worry about it. I'll talk to your dad." So yeah, so we kind of pushed that aside.
I love that that's like the bar. You get threatened with Shakespeare. It's
Yeah.
like, let's see if you really want to do this, then, shall we? Right? So, Hamlet, go.
Yeah, I don't like it. No, I don't understand it. It's like poetry. I don't understand it.
Yeah, I don't get that either. It's when people look at art, like art now with modern, it's just like a big pencil. They're like, oh my
Right.
God, I love the way he's captured the fact that it's on its on its point, and the way the pencil just elongates up there. It's just, it's really captured the imagination of sea life. What? What the hell are you on about?
Wow, this is ba 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 ba, and I don't understand anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it'd be hard to find any 13-year-old that's passionate about Shakespeare, to be fair.
I know. I mean, yeah, I'm pretty sure it was around that age. I don't think I was older, because I started getting into. I did a lot of theater in school and blah blah blah. But I don't know, what grade are you in when you were 13?
It's like year 8 for us.
Yeah, it's like year 8 or 9.
So I don't know what grade that is.
No, no way.
Yeah, no, I don't know. Yeah.
Some grade. I don't know.
Okay, well, none of us know. Maybe somebody will type something. "Hey, idiots!" Blah 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 blah. Blah.
Yeah.
I mean, we could Google it, but we're talking to you, Mindy, so we're not doing it. It's fine.
No.
Yeah, forget that. So obviously you had all these inspirations. You had the dancing, the acting, the comedy, all this sort of stuff. Was that your original goal in the entertainment business, to get into acting? Was that where you always wanted to do?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't a writer. I like to dance, but certainly was not a dancer. I just enjoyed doing that. No, I wanted to act. I wanted to be other people. I wanted to, be on stage. I wanted to sing. I wanted to. So yeah, I just wanted to entertain people. I wanted to make people laugh, feel good, whatever. But I love being other people.
So how did you get your big start then in the industry? Where did it all begin?
Well, I came out, I lived, because I was raised in Miami. So I lived in Miami for a long time. And I think I went to a 2-year college, very, nothing big, blah, 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 blah. But everybody else, after when you get out of high school, everybody's like, where are we going? What are we doing? Blah, blah, blah. It's like, I don't want to go anywhere. I just want to, act. And so then I did just a 2-year thing. And that when that was over, I thought, well, I'm either gonna go to New York or go to LA, because that's kind of where I do theater and stuff. I think I was more into theater stuff. And so I had a boyfriend at the time, and he wanted to do it as well. And so he said, I'm going to go to California and set up, everything for us, and then I'll have you come out. So I did that. And I think one of the first things I did was I did theater, local theater there. Nothing, no money. Um, and then I got a commercial agent. I think I had some pictures done. I sent it to Screen Actors Guild, and is there any way that I could meet you? And da 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 da. And yeah, and then it kind of started there. So I think the very first thing I did, the very real thing I did was that I got money so I could get my SAG card, was commercials. I did a couple of those.
Wow. So why didn't you pursue the theatre side then? If because obviously that's got you singing and you dancing and stuff in it. Why did you not pursue that
Well,
sort of
that
career?
was, I wasn't doing Broadway or anything, so I always kept doing theater. I did community theater,
Okay.
where you're working with people. That doesn't mean that they're not good. They're just not maybe that par to that level, including me. And but it was I loved the camaraderie. I loved how everybody was worked together. I loved entertaining the crowd, and yes, and I'm very animated, so it worked for me at that time. Now I have to be careful with it, but so I did that, and if I could get a commercial, great. And then I don't remember how I got an agent, a theatrical agent, but you just kind of throw things out. I'm doing this show, if you want to come see me. You try to get them interested in you based on a picture that you're going to completely redo anyway. And and it kind of just slowly started to happen. And then I think my biggest thing, I did a improv group, and it wasn't called the Groundlings at the time, it was another one. And I got together with all these people, and there were some really funny, talented people, and they said, oh my God, you have to go to the Groundlings. And so I was like, okay. So I went to the Groundlings and got into the program, and it's comedy and sketch. It's huge. In fact, we're celebrating the 50th anniversary.
Yes.
And 50 years.
Wow.
I was not one of the beginners, but so we're celebrating that. It's pretty amazing to say.
That's
That's still around.
unbelievable. Yeah.
Yeah, it never really closed down. Somehow we kept it going, during all this time. I taught there. I did some directing there. I just loved it. I love the art form of just improvising. I don't have to worry about learning any lines. That always drives me crazy. I'm having a hard time now because I'm getting older. I can't seem to get it out. And so I got into that, and then I was there for like 10 years. And then when I became alumni, I was still connected. I still got to do shows there. If I wanted to teach, I could still teach. So it was kind of like a great little thing going on. And then I met Mike Myers. We were doing an improv show at the Groundlings, and it was Julia Sweeney from SNL. She had worked with Mike, and she invited him to come and be a guest in our show. And we were like, oh my God, this is so cool. Anyway, he thought it was really funny, and I didn't know anything about anything, and that's what made it funny, because I would just make it up, but would do it with commitment. And so we did a couple times with him. He was wonderful, and then he was putting together this movie, and was telling me about it, and blah blah blah. And he's was like, we'd love to have you audition for it. And I'm like, great. I remember reading the script and just laughing out loud. And I didn't think I got it. I went and auditioned, and nobody knew who I was unless you were an improviser.
Mm.
And then I got cast.
Did I read
And
somewhere
that
you
started
weren't
everything
happy?
for me. What?
Did I read somewhere that you weren't happy with your audition?
Oh, I'm never happy with my auditions.
Oh, well, there you go. That done.
Never. Never. Oh my God. I have had like a couple auditions lately, and I leave there going, oh, Jesus. What are you thinking? What are you doing? Oh, it was terrible. I mean, it was terrible. I have no sense of myself other than, and there's always that thing of wanting to please,
Yeah.
and now I'm a little bit better because I'll go in and going, okay, I know I'm animated. I know I'm this and know I'm that. Da, da, da. But you know what? It's worked for me. So don't get down on yourself. Just just go in and be who you are, because that's all they want.
Well,
I mean, everybody's going to be different. So guess what? I'm also auditioning for a lot of really good women, and they're saying, oh my God, Mindy Sterling, we're all different. And I think it's hard. It's so competitive. And I don't mean it in a bad way. I mean, there's a lot of really talented people.
I'm
And I
amazed.
got
Sorry.
really lucky because I did 3 of those movies. They made 3. I did 3 of them. I will never, ever, ever forget that.
I mean, you were quite like a main staple of the movie, though, to be honest with you. Like, you couldn't have had it without you.
Well, thank you. And I hear that a lot. And when I get down on myself and whatever, my son will tell me, Mom, you know who you are? You're Mindy fucking Sterling.
Exactly. Yeah.
And he says it with such earnest, and it's not like, I mean, sometimes we laugh about it, whatever, but it does kind of puts it together for me and going, yeah, that doesn't mean I'm going to get everything. So just shut up and, I'm always talking to myself, just shut up and do something. And so, yeah, I mean, there are things that I would love to have done that I didn't get. Yeah. I do a lot of Comic-Cons now. So somebody out there needs to get me a Comic-Con.
Yeah, get Mindy over to the UK.
Yes.
Yeah, I was there really long time ago, though. It was like one of the first big things I did, and I got to go there. And when I get to, then you get to, stay there a little bit longer. But I would love, 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 love to come out there again. So if you know of anybody, just saying.
Yeah, just leave that with us, shall we say?
Right. I know you guys got a lot of connections, don't you? Lots of things going on. You've got papers and papers of things you're writing there.
So just taking it back to the improv and the groundings, like we've spoken to actors on here before who have had a similar start, like go in improv, and they've all said like it's the best way to learn acting because you just doing what comes naturally. Yeah. I was going to say, do you agree?
Listen. Yeah. You have to listen. You have to make sense. If somebody says something and you go, no, that's not true. You don't negate. You don't say no. It's yes, and you find reasons to make it all work. And I like working together. Like people have said, oh, don't you want to do stand up? No, then I'm by myself. I'm responsible for everything. And then I have to write, and then I have to memorize. No. So it's not my thing. And so I love playing with people. I love that it's a team. It's not one person that makes all of that happen.
And you get to feed off that live reaction as well. You get to feed off those people laughing their asses off in the crowd. It's just like you want more and more of that.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And the things that, I think some of the best improv stuff that I've heard from other people watching it going, oh, that they're not improvising. That's written. And it's like, no, that's just, working together with people that you, that you feel, that you trust, and that are going to be there for you, and you're going to be there for them. And I mean, that should be like with anything, even things, they're scripted. And it's a team. If there's somebody else there, it's a team. Listen to me. I feel like I'm scolding you. So listen to you two. You do not stop talking to anyone, just talk to yourselves.
Well, yes, Miss Sterling, of course, absolutely.
So obviously, we do want to talk about some of the roles you've portrayed in your career. But I did see something, and I need to ask about this. Did I see that you sang on the theme tune for Family Ties?
You did hear that, but that's not me.
Is it not you?
That is
okay.
There's another Mindy Sterling.
Ah, there we are.
And I think mine. I know when that happens, and you're in the same, SAG or after whatever. One of you has to change it. One of you has to. I don't know if she put something on it differently or I put something on mine. I think mine's just Mindy Sterling, but maybe but no, I know I get a lot of that.
Ah, there we are then. I was going to say that's a real bizarre thing to do, but there we go. That makes
sense.
I
know. I wish it was. Yeah.
Just own it. Yeah. Just own it. Yeah.
That'd be fun. Yeah, sure.
So you mentioned Austin Powers, so we're going to have to dive into it. You mentioned how you ended up getting the audition, but what did you think of that character when you first read like the basis of the character?
I thought, oh my God, I could do this with my eyes shut. I mean, I knew that, oh my God, I just wanted to do a good job for Mike. I wanted to be, whatever he wants me to do. It's his show. It's his creation. I was not there to change a lot of stuff. I didn't do a lot of improvising. Everybody always asks that. I mean, there was some improvising in the film, but I didn't do a lot of it. I kind of would do little things, like, yeah. We go, you just kind of work off of each other. And the screaming, it really was just me screaming. If I'm like, you know what I mean? So it's like, if I am calling my son, it would be like, so that's just my scream.
I was expecting to run in the room then.
He doesn't hear me when I come home, and I'm like, I'm home. Hi, Max. No, I'm doing a something on the video machine. No, I'm doing what is it called again? It's a
podcast.
That's right. I couldn't think of it earlier either. He had it done. So yes. So he knows, he knows what to expect from me.
So my favorite thing about Frau was it's the facial expressions. Like especially when you first meet her and that close up of the facial expression. Was that you?
Because that's Mindy being over the top. So in other words, if I'm going to be like, and when you watch it, you go, oh my God, she's so animated. But you know what? There are people that are very animated, and it worked with the group. Yeah. Everybody else was like, except for Mike. I mean, he's pretty animated, but everybody else was kind of doing their thing, and then all of a sudden she's, that's just how I do it. It's so weird because it's not like I worked on this for a long time. It's like, no, it just was whatever my instinct was, and thank God it worked.
Did you have to learn the German accent, or did you just nail that straight down as well?
Well, my father was alive in the beginning, the first one, and he does a lot of dialects, and so I would go, Dad, help me with this, And I mean, I'm not someone that looks into something and tries it, and works really hard. I haven't come to that yet, but it just kind of helps. So I talk like this, and first I thought, oh my God, I hope I don't turn Jewish, while I'm talking. But they're whatever. If somebody says to me, okay, do Russian, do German, they're all sort of the same. I'm not like, I'm like, I'll hear, there's some people that just hear something and then go, oh, I got it. But, I mean, I sort of can do what you do.
Oh,
what's that? Easy. But, it's not like I study it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was the shouting and the screaming, was that part of the script, or did you just add that ad lib it in yourself?
It would say she screams.
Okay, so how
Or-
many times
Or it
have
would be an exclamation. You know what I mean? Like you didn't go, am I supposed to scream here? So it was pretty easy for me to do that. And then you've got Mike just reacting. That made it even worse. Better worse. You know what I mean? So it'd be like, it was constantly, my favorite was, him just reacting to me.
there must be so many outtakes. There must be so many.
I wish, I know, right? I've never seen them. I don't know if for some reason he didn't want to offer that, or he didn't never made the studio. I mean, that's my favorite thing to do is look at a show and go, for something really dark, or and then I would love to see the outtakes. I just think they're so entertaining and fun, and oh my God, they're real people. And I just recently, I don't know where I saw it, but they have some outtakes for some blue and white, white and blue, white and black, and from these actors, these not, it's not even funny. I mean, it's not a comedy. These were actors, and they would say something like, "Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, and it's if I could find it, I'll send it to you, but it's I love that. I love when people mess up. Makes me feel better when I mess up, and but it just goes to show you that we're just not all perfect, and all they need is one take, one great take to put it on. And that's kind of my thing in my head. Mindy, you're not going to get it all right. You're not going to get it wrong, but you know what? They're going to get one. They're going to get one really good one from me. That's how my process.
Yeah, because you must have had so much fun on set, like all of you on there with the cast that you had as well. It must have been just.
Yeah, it was it was, you could tell when Mike would go off and something was really, really funny, and the you could tell that the crew wanted to laugh and wanted to enjoy it verbally and blah, blah, blah. But you could tell they handled it, because the minute the director Jay would say and cut, everybody would burst. Like,
amazing.
Yeah.
Absolutely love that. But I mean, how many? I imagine you best to shout "fire the laser" as many times as possible by God knows how many people. But that countdown, was your throat not like sore by the end of that?
No, I can yell pretty long, and I'm fine. But they did say, okay, so we've got enough in the can, got enough doing, do it, so you don't have to yell as much. And so it's because they'll just play it over. They have, so yeah, they're not going to make you, constantly eat sand. They got to take, and now it's like pretend you're eating sand or whatever. So, yeah, that was, that worked fine. That worked fine.
But getting to reprise the role as well in that Super Bowl advert for the electric cars must have been incredible.
Oh my God, when I got that call, or that, not even a call, I think it was through my agent. Well, because he was the agent that called. So this is going to be a commercial, but when I was like, oh my God, yes, it's like, yes, I'm going to do it. And then going to New York, and because that's where Mike lives, and getting together and seeing everybody, and it was great. I mean, I couldn't believe that the universe was so good to me for that. And before you ask, because everyone does, I don't know if there's going to be another one.
Oh, I wasn't going to ask that.
Every year, that comes out. I heard, blah, blah, blah. Well, great for you, because I don't see anything. It needs to be action. So, I just say, oh my, if you could just do it before I die, so I'm getting older. And, but no, I don't know.
Well, I actually wasn't going to ask that, but we'll just quietly sit here.
Yes, you would have.
I'm just going to sit here and quietly pray. We're just going to quietly manifest it into the universe.
Yes.
There is, before we move on from Austin Powers, there is one scene I need to ask about, because it cracks me up every time. the seduction scene. That wig must have been insane.
Just think about it. I mean, like nobody saw the back of my head, and all of a sudden you take this like curls, and that was really, really hard to do because when I was just about to jump on him, we would always laugh. We would definitely. Those are the kind of bloopers you want to see.
Exactly. It's when he's
And
taking
the other
off
one
the
too, and the other one, and then the other one was the scene when we were at the table, and he's like, hello, 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 hello. So I have something to tell you, Dr. Ivoris. I'm late. And he went, oh, right, you're fine. No, no, no. I'm late. We would laugh. That made us laugh. Yeah, because then he would start to laugh and then I would giggle. I'm so glad that you guys are. It's almost like this is the first time we've ever heard about these things.
Oh no, I can't explain what this movie did to me when it first came out. I was young when it came. My mom took me to see the first one in the cinema, and I literally fell off my chair. I was laughing so hard. Like that film had such an impact. Especially here in the UK, because obviously Austin Powers was British, and it's
of course, and all of the characters that he's put in, and all the people that we worked with, and it just made. I mean, there's a few people in this world that have never seen it or have seen it and went, and I'm like, that's okay. There's enough people. There's enough people that keep it going. But when I go to these Comic-Cons and people come up to me and they're like, oh my God, I just have to tell you that when my father was dying of cancer, every Saturday night, we would sit there and we would watch you. I mean, I get those kind of things. I get, oh my God, we were just watching it last night. I didn't even know you were going to be here. It just fills my soul that I am one of several amazing people that got to be in this film 3 times and got to make more and more and more of myself known. And it was, and I thought, I don't know if I'll ever get something like that again, or, and really when people say, well, which one of the things that you've done do you like the most? And I'm like, well, it's got to be, I mean, there's a lot of stuff I've liked, but it's got to be Austin Powers. That put me on the map. That gave me it helped give me a successful, business and what I do. And people then got to know me, and everybody wanted me to do, do Russian, do this. And I'm like, it'll all sound the same. I can't, it's like, I do other things. I'm a character actress. And so, but it's still like knowing that still affects people, that I would never, ever give that away or never say, no, I won't scream or never, you know what I mean? Yeah. It's kind of like, look, if you're loving me and I'm still around and I can do it, I'm there.
As you say, you are a character actor, and I was going through your IMDb, and you worked on a show that it was a real guilty pleasure of mine, and that was Desperate Housewives. I loved that show. I'm not afraid to admit, I loved that show. Wisteria Lane was a second home to me when that show was on.
Didn't we all do? We all do. I had someone recently, a friend of mine, text me, goes, I've been sick in bed, but guess who I'm watching on Wisteria Lanes or whatever. Yeah, no, that was really fun. I mean, I'm always playing mean people.
Yeah.
A little bit, with iCarly and, any of the kids' stuff. I always that horrible neighbor. I love that her name was Mitzi.
It's a great name.
I love that.
Mitzi Kinski, what a great name. But it was bugging me though, because I could remember a scene from this show with you in, but I could not find a clip anywhere on YouTube to remind myself. Something at a yard sale. The scene at a yard sale on Desperate Housewives. I couldn't find a clip anywhere, but I remember it. Was there a scene with a yard sale?
Probably.
Yeah, I
but
didn't know if you'd remember.
You'd have to do is you probably have to. Oh God! And do you know what year it was?
No, I'd have to properly deep dive. It was a last minute memory sort of thing.
Yeah, I don't know, because sometimes you can, if you see something, you'll just have to keep going. Or are you writing in there, Mindy Sterling? You have to write, see if you could write everything out. Sometimes you'll find, and sometimes you don't. I'm always kind of looking at stuff like that too.
feel like I remember a scene of Mitzi getting a comeuppance at a yard sale. I don't know. I'll
Yeah, but I'm
find
sure
it.
it was nasty. It's
Yeah,
like,
probably. Yeah.
yeah.
The other thing that blew my mind as well was you were one of the ladies who took in the Grinch.
Yeah.
Do you know the amount of times I've seen that film and didn't realize it was you?
Lot of people do. If you don't know that ahead of time, a lot of people do. You know, and it's also too, it's still it was still it wasn't like I was a household name. And but there are people that are like, if I'm doing content, I've got all my pictures out, blah blah blah, and they'll go, "Oh my God, you great!" I go, "Yeah, yeah." I played, one of the women that helped raise him, and it was pretty. I mean, another one. You talk about another. That was huge, huge. It's like, oh my God, I get to do this film, and I get to have stuff on my face, and I get to work with all these amazing men, and Jim he was very nice. He wasn't playful. I thought he was going to be playful like Mike, but he also was very uncomfortable what he had to wear.
Imagine.
And the time that it put on him, he really was having, he never showed it on when I was there, doing the show, but it wasn't time to, hey, let's have a good time. It was like, nope, this is what I'm doing. And he's very into it, but just everybody else too was kind of just such a wonderful, dreamy, magical film, and that was another one that I'm like, wow, I'm really, really grateful.
What was that process like of being turned into a member of Whoville though? The makeup process.
Well, it was a little uncomfortable. You got this, you're kind of being used like this way. And so they've got, things to breathe out of it. But for some people, they had a hard time breathing. I thank God didn't the way it was put together, because I kept thinking, I have allergies, and I'm like, oh my God, what if I sneeze and it's all over myself? And then it was really hard when I had to go to get the thing put together. They had to size it and blah, blah, and I am claustrophobic. And it's like, I used to love swimming, but I can't go into water anymore. So if anybody ever does this to me, that freaks me out. So I remember going in and saying, and they're going, no, everything's gonna be fine. And you know what? If it's not, don't worry about it. And I was like, all right, I'll try. And then they started putting stuff on me and blah blah blah. And then they got, okay, so this is gonna sound like you're underwater. And I went, okay, all right. So let us know. Okay. No. And yeah, it was really hard.
Can imagine, but you got there in the end.
All worked out.
Like, you've done so much. You're the amount of versatile roles you've been in, from comedic to dramatic and that sort of thing. How do you approach like your character preparation for such diverse roles?
Oh, I don't do anything.
Okay. Just turn up. Job's a good one.
I always think, the thing is, you listen to the director, if they say, all right, so she's this, she's that, and blah, 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 and you do your best, and, sometimes it'd be like, oh, to be a little bit more cuddly, be a little bit more, you can't stand this person, or, you're just, you're kind of not there. I mean, there's always, you listen to what what the director has to say or whatever, but I don't go and, sometimes I might think of someone that I know that I could use as, a little, to take little pieces from them, but yeah.
Just that good. Just turn up and do it.
Well,
Look at the script, you're like, I'm Mindy
the
fucking
things I've done,
Sterling.
yes. All the things I haven't done, that probably would have been.
The thing is, though, if you'd have got some of the things that you hadn't got, you might not have then got the things you did. Does that make sense?
Yeah. What's your
So,
point?
oh, it's all right.
Was that a question? I'm so sorry.
No, it's not. No, because you were just saying about how like you were hard on yourself if you didn't get something. And it's like, but if you obviously didn't get it for a reason, because then you might not have got, like, the Goldbergs, for example.
Okay, that's another one of my favorites, because not only did I feel like I was almost on a show that, that ran for 10 years. It was 5 years for me, which still is fantastic. But I knew the women that I was playing with. So they were looking for somebody. Wendy, she played the lead, who's played the mom, and they were thinking of getting like friends for her called Frentas. And so they got a hold of somebody said, "How about Mindy Sterling?" And then there was Stephanie Courtney, and then there was the other woman that was working there. She was the one person that she had a friend with, Jen Irwin. And then they put us all together, the three of us together, and it was just heaven. We loved each other. We loved being together. We loved talking together. We would make each other laugh. So, that was a big treat for me.
I've heard like interviews with cast members from the Goldbergs, but I don't think I've ever heard a bad thing said about the making of that show. Everyone seems to just have such a great time on that show.
What, on the Goldbergs?
On the Goldbergs, yeah.
Well, I think there were definitely times where, there wasn't a huge person, which he was dealt with, and this thing and that. He played the father, and
I forgot
they were
about
having
that.
some
Yeah.
problems. I
forgot about that. Yeah.
They were having some problems, whatever. But they kept him on for 5 years, and then or more than 5 years, and then when they just said no, we can't do it anymore, and we tried to then go into our next season, for whatever reason it was time to go.
Yeah. But it's such a great concept for a show as well. Like the whole idea around it, it's a brilliant show. Were you a fan of it before you were cast?
No. I mean, I knew Wendy. I loved Wendy, but no, I didn't. What's so weird is, I love comedy, but I don't like to watch it necessarily. I love really dark stuff.
Okay.
I love, any murder mysteries from the UK, or from the from somewhere else, from out that way. I love anything with an accent. I'm mesmerized because those shows are put together so differently, and I love how real the people look, and nobody's like Hollywood looking. The difference, you know what I mean? And not everyone is beautiful in what Hollywood would say is beautiful.
Yeah.
But I watch these and I think it's so wonderful. And I am like, Acorn and all this stuff. I just love watching the murder mysteries. I think they're incredibly put together.
But we're all just ogres over here.
What?
We're all just ogres over here. All right, love, what's going on then? What's all this about?
Yes, they always talk like this. There's always something going on, and you can't. You're like, oh shit, I'm gonna have to put on, the things to read it. Yeah, I don't know what they're saying, but I love them. And I'm such a slow reader, so I would be like, oh God, now I do it too fast. But I'm just trying to think of what I have seen recently that maybe I think Irish. They're very similar. They're all the same. It's just these cop shows and da da da. But I just love how they deal with it, and the relationships and just the way they talk.
So, in addition to the on-screen acting, you've also done a bunch of voice acting. What led you into that world?
I love that. I love starting to do that. I love to do more. I don't have to memorize anything, and you can play so many different types of characters or different type takes when you're working. And I'm trying to remember. I don't remember the first thing I ever did was a Disney thing. Maybe I don't know. I think I found a voiceover agent, and then started going out, and then going from there. But that's a great gig. I gotta tell you, I love doing that. It's you're acting and reading at the same, you're doing all that stuff, but I don't have to think as much.
There's always a way.
You're looking at you reading something, and then if it's like, okay, let me do it again. Okay, one more time. Done. Because I can read it. If I'm okay, so it's like, okay, Mindy. All right, so say that, and I mess up and I have more anxiety. All right, let's try to get, and I feel like I lose my brain. I just cannot take it all. I'm not that quick. I love how you guys are looking at me like, it's like, you guys are looking at me like they're, oh my God, this got very, very dramatic.
Okay.
Know that about you, yeah. Lots of anxiety.
So obviously, how did you learn scripts then back in the day? Like, is it because obviously movies they do different bits at different points?
I did theater. How did I do it? I've done theater the last several years, and over and over and over again. And I always go, I don't always get it right. I know the story, I know some of the things, but if I don't get exact right dialogue, that's kind of, and so it gets me to the last time I did a play. I'd done it before with this wonderful woman, Arnisha Walker, great actress, singer. It was just the two of us. We were on stage the whole time.
Oh wow!
And so we went somewhere to do it, and I had to go. I just had. I'm gonna put down. Here's the couch. Great. Okay, so I'm gonna put down this note here, and it's gonna say this line and that line and that one. But after a while, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, I can't read my writing. Or you know what I mean? Or I get. Or what did that say?
It's not when you write one word to like remind you, but then you look at it going.
Actually, write out the entire word. I would write out all, but then I had too many things that were in my face whenever I would talk, and I would be like, well, let's see how I do that one.
Why have I written bullets? I don't get it.
I am a mess. I am just a mess. When I can do it, I can do it. And then when I go through and then all it does is triggers one little thing for me going, all right, now I got the anxiety. Now I'm going to fuck up everything.
But the thing is that's probably going on in your head. But the people in the audience are watching that going, she's so good. Look at her. She's deep in force. She's thinking about her line. She knows exactly what she's doing. Mindy Sterling. Mindy fucking Sterling. Yes. She knows what she's doing. And
I'll never go. It's like I don't go out of character. I just go out of what to say. I mean, if I can improvise, great. But I do remember there was this one time where I was talking to Arnisha, we were doing something, and I just remember sitting down there like completely blank. I don't know about you guys, but I just blank. I think COVID. I think there's so much going on in this world, and so many technical things. I'm not very good with that. I'm very, very simple. And I'm not, I have a focus. I have a focus problem. And so, but I looked at her and I sat down and said something like, yeah. She looked at me. You could just, her eyes were just like, and she knew. And I went, and she fucking got it together. She was amazing.
Oh,
we don't see those bloopers.
No.
Yeah.
But fair play. Like I take it on a serious note. I admire the honesty, the fact you're sat here and you will talk about the fact you suffer with anxiety and these things can bother you, because a lot of people won't talk about it.
Well, and whether whether it's appropriate or not, I don't know. I just don't want to. It's one of those things where this is who I am. This is what could happen to me. How can we work with this? Because then everybody will say, Mindy, you're not the only one. I mean, I'm 71 right now. I'm not the only one that cannot remember things. I have a lot of people, and not even that old, they're younger. And I've always had a hard time learning something. I've always had a hard time learning stuff. And so because I'll think about something else, and I just feel like if you like me and you like what I do, I just may need some help. And I did a movie this past um fall, not fall, spring. And I told them, I got on the phone and I go, okay, I'm just gonna warn you. This is what happens to me. And would you be willing to work with me on that? Yes. Yes. So what they would do is, and I said, can I improvise? Because I always ask that, can I improvise? Because that way I know, some of the stuff, or at least I know what's going on in the scene.
Yeah.
And he said, yeah. And so sometimes he would let me just improvise, and then he'd go, great, okay, now say this. And he would repeat it, and then I'd go. And he'd repeat it, and then I'd go. So then you're doing, that's what I'm saying. You're finding that one scene, and then he can edit it together. But I can't, it's, otherwise it just puts so much pressure on me. They're going to go, what's wrong with her? We love her, but and then I forget, oh my God, do you know how many people that we don't know, big actors? And yeah, they're big actors. They'll get whatever they want. It's just who we are. It's not like I've done anything wrong, but I always think that. I always think, oh my God. But so, we do the best we can. You guys are giving me that other.
No, not at all, not at all.
Mindy.
Oh, I know what you mean, Mindy. I could give you some vodka. I would.
No, because I think there is this perception that because actors are on stage and they're doing all this stuff, they must be so confident in everything they do and have so much bravado. And
That's how I see it.
Yeah.
I look at them exactly. And it's like I'll watch something and go, oh my God, I could never do that show because they were talking too fast. And you're missing the moments where they're not getting it together.
Yeah.
Because that's the bloopers. So I love that I'm telling you all these things that I need to remind myself.
Yeah.
Because somebody will say that to me and I'm like, no, but and but I will. Hi. You want to see my son?
Yeah.
Max there.
No. Okay. Max, no. Oh, not today. Okay.
Okay.
He anyway, but I'm always just it's like thinking what the next word is. I'm thinking what my next line is. I'm trying to listen to them, and everyone will say, well, just listen. Just listen. She says, yes, let's have a picnic. And I'm there, and my information has nothing to do. I get if I can't say, I'd love a picnic, but I forgot the picnic stuff. I mean, whatever it is, I just may not be able to get there right away. So it's it's not just me. I get it and I know it. It's just something that you wish you didn't have, but you have.
Yeah.
We're always our own worst critic, though, aren't we? So, no matter what, we're always our own worst critic. You could absolutely smash it out of the park every single time, but inside you're like, oh, I fucked it. I just fucked it, whatever. But I know script-wise, are you allowed to improvise with stuff, or do some directors get a bit finicky about that? Because obviously, with the skills you
Yes.
have doing improvisation, you are allowed to do that.
I always ask, can I improvise? And sometimes they'll say, yeah. But, or they'll go, well, we can do some that are improvised and some pretty much to, what we have, which is, fine. But the stuff that I can improvise, just know that I may just need some help. But the great thing is about doing a film is they can cut things and move things around. If you're on stage, you can't really go, oh, let's go back.
Yeah.
So I always, it's funny because I always said that someday I want to be on Broadway. And now I would go, oh, not in your life. I would fall apart. I'm too I couldn't do it all. If I had one little moment maybe in it. But yeah, I mean, I watch things. I mean, you guys must watch things and go, shit, how did they do that?
All the
And
time.
again, we're not seeing things that they construct that way too.
Yeah, absolutely. And we talked to a lot of people on the show, and I was like, "How the hell do you like have the confidence to go up and do that?" And they go, "You should have seen me 5 minutes before I went on stage, mate."
I mean, they have to really get into, and that is something that I have a hard time with now. I am just all over the place. What am I going to wear later? Oh my God. All right, let's see. I gotta drive. What time should I leave? There's always just something going on. Something important. It's just I realize, it really made sense to me when I had a friend who I grew up with in Florida, and we knew each other since I don't know. I think it was maybe junior high or something like that. And I said, was I always like unfocused? And she goes, oh God. And I go, really? And back then, it's like when I read something, I don't remember, I have to read it again and again. Reading was always so hard for me. So when I see something that, I don't think I have anything here, but I see something that it has like, look, and it's like, oh, okay, let's look at all this. And I go, oh God, that, that's too much. Because I see it like this, and it's hard for me to just go one at a time, or I don't understand. That's my thing is I don't understand what because I'm not focused.
I get that completely. I get that completely. The amount of times someone will show me something, I go, "Can you just give me like the Cliff Notes version?" Because I ain't gonna take all that in, mate.
And then there are people that just love, like, what bothers me, what I have a hard time with is, I know this sounds stupid, but it's let's see if I can remember. It's when you're on your phone and you're doing your texting, and it's threads, and you're texting to several different people.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
That sounds so ridiculous. Can't stand that.
Group
I
chats are
have to
not for
read
you.
everybody's. It's simple, but it's just, I just want to, I want to be able to just live my life just very simply.
Nothing wrong with that.
Still, yeah, entertain and still make people laugh.
Which you are doing. And speaking of now and entertaining, and you are still Are you still coaching with the Groundlings now?
No. I mean, I did. I taught for a long time, and I'm not. And if I do teach, it's like a specialty show and stuff like that. And
Right,
really,
okay.
just because it's like I don't want to drive all the way to town, and the traffic here is just getting worse and worse and worse in LA, and it's a nightmare for me. It's a nightmare. Just like I said, I'm a kind of a homebody. I'm very comfortable. I live near the beach. And no, I do not have a big house. I do not have 1,000 billion zillion dollars, but I'm doing very well. And so I want people to not think that, but I've just always been that way. I've always been really simple, and I like to, help charities. I like to try to take care of myself. But I do love teaching. I love teaching improv. Love it. And in fact, I'm doing this Saturday night. I'm just subbing somebody's class, and it's not at the Groundlings. It's in another thing, and so I can't wait to just kind of play with them.
But you are on the 8th and 9th of November doing a stand-up show in Pennsylvania, all about parenthood. Is that right?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't stand up, or it's we've done this before. So it's these guys who get together. They're both fathers, and they're the ones that are taking care of the kids.
Right.
And I knew one of them, and then they wanted me and my son, because my son is on the autistic spectrum, and we are very close, and he is the best thing that ever happened to me. And he is funny and smart, and it's like amazing. So they wanted him, and if you follow my my whatchamacallit,
Instagram.
thank you. You'll see I do a lot of stuff with him. And so they said, look, and so anyways, we did a podcast with them, and they loved it, and blah 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 blah. And they said, hey, we're going to be doing this thing in New York, or not New York. Where is it? Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania.
Where? In Pennsylvania.
Yeah, they'll go to New York.
What what, Max? New Jersey, my son said.
Ah, okay.
So I went, yeah. And she goes, how much would you want? We worked on all that stuff. And I said, "Oh, can my son come?" And she said, yes, of course. And so they're raising money for a school that he went to out there. It's not a big place or anything like that, but
Okay.
That's
they're
amazing.
doing this. They're doing this, yeah, because there's one of the guys, he lives there, and they do these, these things. And I said, oh, I would love to. And they were paying for everything with me and blah, blah, blah. And they're just a sweet kid. And the thing is that one of the gentlemen, Jason, has said to me, he when he met Max and he loved him and thought he was really cool. Well, he has 3 boys and 2 of them are on the spectrum and younger than Max. Max is 29. And he said, Mindy, I am so glad that I've met you and I've met Max because he's giving me hope for my 2 boys.
Oh, that's lovely.
So you should watch what I do with Max because it's really funny. We used to call it, what did we used to call it, Max? The annoying mom. Max and the annoying mom.
I do love them videos. I love watching them. They're so good.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I love it when people go that don't, I've never met, like, oh my God, Mindy, I love watching your stuff. I love it and love it. So, but we just found something that would be fun and entertaining. And I love, and I'm sitting there and every now and then I'll just go, okay, you know what? I think it's, he goes, all right, let's do it. But then he would like perk up, it'd be like because I said, are you sure you want, you're getting older now, are you sure you're okay with all this? And he's like, yeah. And so, because, he just makes me laugh so much. I make him laugh. And it's just the stupidest things. Yeah. So if you have time, look through them. We need to do more of them. There's sometimes I just keep forgetting. But he hides in his room and I'm in the other room. And, it's kind of like, all right, is it time? Do we have something interesting that we can do? So I do things like that.
But they are really funny. And we're big wrestling fans. And I was watching them and every one I was like, that's a good wrestling shirt, Max. That's a good wrestling shirt, Max. Liking that.
Max got into wrestling when he was like 3.
Oh,
3 years old. And it was like, what? He loves wrestling. I got into it, not like him, but when I was meeting several wrestlers from when they're the Groundlings or somewhere, and I'd be like, oh my god, I'm gonna Chris Jericho, I'm gonna ask him if we can come out there, and immediately they get tickets for us and da 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 da. So he when I do these Comic-Cons, there are wrestlers there, and I'm always asking my son, do you want anything from him, or do you want me? I'll call. Blah, blah. He's a huge wrestler, person.
Oh,
did I see that Max dabbled in stand-up at one time as well?
He did.
Yeah,
Max said. Well, I don't know. One day I was talking to him, and I was like, "So, what do you think?" And he goes, "You know what I think I'm going to do? I think I'm going to do stand-up." And I was like, okay, I want to do stand-up. So that's pretty amazing that you would want to do it. And I said, and you're probably, what we can do is we can, I have some friends that teach stand-up, and why don't you take class? So we took these 2 classes with 2 different people. And he had to do, and then they do at the end, they do, they put stuff together and then they have to perform. We were dying because his, how he thinks and his perception on life, coming from a male who's in the autistic, is so, what his ideas, it's nobody else says those things. And some of them just, he would laugh so hard though at himself because we were laughing so hard. And he wouldn't let me help him because, stand-up isn't my thing. And he just, it was, and then he actually wanted to keep going. So we would go to, we have a little theater near us, a stand-up theater, a little bar and stuff. And he kept going there, on Tuesday nights or something, when you go see if you get picked for that weekend or something like that. He says, it was really hard. He says, yeah, nobody's laughing and blah, 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 blah. And he goes, yeah, this is just too much for me. And I said, it's fine. You did something that not very many people, including your mom, would want to do. So I know.
Fair play to him for trying it, because I wouldn't have the nerve to get up
I
there and that
know.
many front of people tell jokes. So fair play to him. Fair play.
I mean, and he came up with all the ideas. He came up, and then it was just structured and blah 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 blah. And he wanted to save it. He wanted to save it for me and everybody that came, and it was great.
Mindy, I am very conscious of time. I know you have got things on, but as we start wrapping this up, looking back on your career thus far, what accomplishments are you like the most proud of? Are there certain projects that you're like extra proud of? Obviously, other than Austin Powers, obviously we discussed that, but anything
Definitely
maybe
Austin
people
Powers.
don't know.
Yeah. Well, there's a film that I did called Drop Dead Gorgeous, which is, God, one of my favorite things to do as well, with working with all of these incredible women that and the younger women that ended up just blossoming and having a career and that kind of thing. That was really fun. I did have a really good time with that. Gosh, pretty much, I mean, the Goldbergs, I did something called Legit. And it was from what's his name, Max? Max, what's his name on Legit? Jim Jeffries.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, Jim. Yes. So he was. I know. Oh my God, if he listens to you, but I loved working with him. He just made me like like I was his big sister. So he was constantly like just tackling with me and just as a sister would do, where I'd go, get out of here. He would say things to me, and I loved it. I loved it. I loved all the people that I was working with. So that was one of my things I wish would have gone further. And then I did a thing called Con Man. I mean, I'm looking at my stuff on my wall in my office, and then let's see. No, it just, yeah. I mean, there's so many wonderful things that I got to do, and hopefully that's not the end of it. But you're just gonna make it easy for me. And so yeah, I've been, I have to say I've been blessed. I've been very blessed, very lucky. Yes, I've done my work, but there are lots of wonderful people that are out there that you just hope that they get that same thing, and it's not easy. It's just not easy. And somebody asked me, well, what can I do to be an actress nowadays? I'd go, not. It's like, I mean, it's like, I know it just looks so, but I went in a time where I was early in my career, so but it is really hard. Things have stopped, things have changed because of the SAG, because of so many things, and it's just not running like it used to. A lot of people are leaving California. A lot of people are going to different places. They're trying to get studios. They want to go to Georgia, go to this place, go to that. And there's just not a lot going on here.
Well, because you had all the strikes, didn't you? The
Yeah,
strikes going on. AI is a thing now that everyone's worrying about and that sort of thing. So
just everything. I mean, it's everything in the business has gone on strike, or at least very close to it and stuff. So it's money. It's just too expensive here.
yeah.
And so it's so hard. If you asked me would I have done anything else if I could do it over again, probably not, because this was the only thing I thought I could do. I mean, I wanted to have a child. I got it. And so and he's adopted, so it's more precious to me.
Yeah.
And because I was the one that got picked for him. Yeah. And so I look at things going, everything's really, really good if I can just keep working, do some stuff that doesn't cause me diarrhea. I just throw it at you guys. Yeah, then I just want to smile. I love doing podcasts. I love, I'm so glad that we finally got together. And so
Same.
sorry that I know. And yes, certainly I get that con over in the UK, maybe we'll see each other.
Yes, 100%.
We'll get our people
You
to
work on
talk
that
to their
shit.
people who'll talk to your people. Yeah.
Yeah, you work on it. It's real easy. I'm saying yes.
Mr. Stevens, do you have any more questions for our wonderful guest?
I do. And before I ask it, Mindy, thank you so much for doing this. It's been so much fun talking to you. Is Austin Powers 4 coming?
No.
No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm
I was going to say,
I'm
you
joking.
fucking not listen.
I'm joking. What I actually want to ask you
I know, but that's where, yeah.
is
you'll be the first to know.
I fucking hope so and all. No, I'm joking. When you first started out on this journey, becoming an actress and getting into the whole world of movie, TV, voiceovers, that stuff, did you ever think this is where you'd be today?
It's where I wanted to be. I remember at 25 thinking I haven't done anything. I was depressed at 25. And, when you first started, you're like, I think I came out here when I was like 22 or 23, and it was like 25 and I haven't done anything. You start, and then you realize how it is. I think I am so grateful and so blessed for the things that I have done.
Yeah.
That have done very well. You don't want to be forgotten for those things. At the same time, I'd love to have a thing maybe that people will, go, oh my God, yeah. Because the worst thing is when, sitting there and I'm talking to you at the cons and like, oh, I love your work. Are you still working? And you're like, yeah, if I can. But, a lot of people just, no, I'm done. I'm retired. I'm not retired yet.
No, nor should you be. Mindy, thank you so much for doing this for us. Before we let you go,
guys,
any plugs, social medias, websites, anything you want people to go check out?
Oh my God. Yes. So my what is it again?
Instagram.
Instagram. Thank you. See what
You're
happens.
welcome.
My Instagram is Mindy, Mindy, Ster, Ster, all one word. And that's really all I do. I don't do this.
Oh, X.
Yeah.
No, I don't think anyone does anymore.
I'm on there. I just don't ever really. Yeah,
No.
Instagram's my favorite thing to do now.
Yeah, Instagram's great fun too.
Just for your Max videos. That's all we want to see it for. Do you know what I mean? Everyone needs to follow you just for the Max
You
videos.
might find some things that do a lot of animal stuff.
Yeah.
And a lot of joy of painting walls white, I noticed earlier as well. That made me laugh.
There's one favorite thing in there. When you get to it, you just want to laugh. But I went to have lunch with a friend of mine, and I was sitting at this hotel, and we were drinking. Anyway, there's a sun that they opened. I think they opened the blinds, or they were going to close it and stuff. But anyway, I was sitting there, and this huge, it's just light is on my face. It's just, that's all you see is light. And then I say something like, everyone find your light. And it's so stupid and funny. So when you see it, so know that that's what you're looking for when you're going down. It's just insane. So I love doing insane things. Yeah.
Incredible. Mindy, thank you so much for doing this.
Thank you,
really
guys.
means the world.
Sleep well, because it's probably bedtime.
It definitely is. I've got to be up about 5 hours. So
Oh my
Yeah.
God. Well, thank you. And finally we got to do it, you guys.
and you.
Anytime. This has been a joy, really good for me to just, do something different.
Yeah. Thank you
so
for your
much.
time, Mindy. We massively appreciate it. Have an absolutely glorious rest of your day and enjoy PT.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Bye, you guys.
Thank
Take
you
care.
so much.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Cheers, Mindy.
Following on from a glorious interview, I just want one thing I want to say before we really get stuck into this show. All right. Which is obviously, there's the horrifically sad news, obviously, that Liam Payne died yesterday, being a member of One Direction. What I just want to say out loud now is that I really fucking hate it. And I really don't appreciate when people make jokes out of it. So immediately, as soon as a celebrity passes away, it's who can get on social media first and make the darkest, and I try and be hilarious about it. This guy, you may not have liked One Direction. I'm not a One Direction fan. You may not have been a One Direction fan, but it's not funny to take the piss out of somebody passing away.
No, and they were rapidly fast. I think I saw the jokes before I saw the news. Like rapidly
it's
fast.
just
I
like,
saw it.
no. This guy was someone's son, and he was a father as well, and you just don't do that. They're human beings as well, just like we are. Do you know what I mean? They might have this celebrity status, but yeah, I think it's absolutely disgusting if you want to take the piss out of that. So no, like I said, he was a dad and he was someone's son. So I just wanted to clear that up. Why I don't know why people are so quick to be like, oh, make some jokes on social media. People will love it, mate. They'll fucking piss themselves. No, they won't.
No, I think I saw Adam Gregory from Bloodstock put a post out earlier. He was like, "I've deleted 7 people this morning."
Really, I didn't see that.
Making jokes,
yeah.
Yeah.
Get in the bin. Anyway,
Anywho,
what I'm really thankful for is that our guts don't actually come up when we cough them up. Like, that's what I'm really thankful for. Imagine coughing your guts up and then you just go, oh, people hate these as well. Why are they here? I better put these back where they belong.
I understand why you hate them. They're quite ugly. I better put those back.
What the fuck is all this for? Like, I mean, fuck, these are insanely long, but I put them back.
Oh, that's not a nice voice.
I know. And then could you imagine, like unravels it, like it doesn't even go back to the right place, and so your intestines are now up here, and then like your heart's moved, and your lungs are somehow over to the sides now, as ladies get older and their boobs fall to the sides. Like, that's what happens to your lungs. So, like,
this imaging when you're older, you go to the hospital for a CT scan. They're like, Mr. Stevens, this isn't right. Like, I coughed my guts up one day 20 years ago. It's just not been right since.
So you're now pooing out of your ear. Yeah. They just didn't really align anymore. It was a bit. Oh, I can imagine having to have the feeling of shit, but it starts from here. And you're like, oh, Jesus. And it just that really maybe needing a poo will help it actually move all back to where it was.
Maybe.
I find it weird how it's also in that weird like S shape. How the fuck does it stay there? In that weird S shape that it's in.
The human body, it's a weird and wonderful place.
It's unbelievable. But I'm so thankful that when people say they cough their guts up, they don't actually physically do so, because that would not be pleasant.
No, especially I've had a bad cough the past week, so I'm extra glad that doesn't happen.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and it's all attached. So obviously, if you really pulled that out, it's just like you'd have all your organs on the outside.
It's gonna keep going. Fuck.
It'd be weird. Like fucking all the animals would be after you. Jesus. That is not a way to live your life.
It's like shit magician, the handkerchief thing at a sleeve. It's a really gross version.
Also, I think social media's been listening to our show.
Why?
I had another random sport pop up.
Oh, amazing! What we got?
MMA hockey.
What the fuck? How does that work?
No, from what I saw, no hockey was played.
The first round, here they go. Amesbury is the young gun, and Parker.
It was just in MMA gloves on skates on ice.
Oh my god! MMA on ice.
It's pretty much what it was. Yeah, it's not really hockey, is it? From the video I saw, there was no sticks involved at all. Like, maybe because that'd be like no holds barred. Well, MMA's no holds barred anyway, isn't it? There's just stuff like that. It's a mix of wrestling. It's like getting chairs and fucking get the sticks out and shit. Using pucks and throwing pucks at each other.
It's incredible. What a great
I
idea.
don't fucking know. I know, it just looked bullshit to me. It's getting quite tiresome. I'm not gonna lie to you with all these different...
ice hockey. That's incredible.
Soon we're gonna have football, rugby, cricket, basketball, bowling, bowls, wrestling, MMA. Fuck, it's all gonna be one huge amalgamation combined as one. It's gonna look ridiculous.
Do you reckon, like, somewhere in the past, Trey Parker and Matt Stone are responsible for all these? Because they made up basketball, and ever since it's just all gone to pot.
Well, it seems to be a combination of fighting and the sport.
Yeah.
It's not anything else. I really fancy playing tennis rugby. You've got to hit rugby ball with stick, but if you really want, you could throw your racket at other people.
Fuck, that's gotta hurt to hit a rugby ball with a racket. Oh.
Yeah, like just breaks your wrist. Like, oh, bollock. Never mind. Anyway, so I'll play tennis like this. They're like cauliflower ears. Got cauliflower wrists.
14 love and a broken wrist.
There's a question I want to ask you, actually. Does Olivia have an obsession with mirrors and security cameras?
I wouldn't say an obsession, but if she notices it, yeah, she's doing it. She's looking at it.
Why do kids love them so much?
Oh, no.
She grabs you and what?
She grabs me and she's like, "Daddy, pick me up." Because the one in Asda was like on the ceiling. They're just like, pick me up so we can see inside of it.
The thing is, security guards would be sat there going, fuck. Like, I'm trying to watch Robber that's nicking fucking this, and all I can see is kids in where? Kids like doing stupid shit like forwards, backwards, and there's someone behind the kid. The robbers are going, oh, kids are really brilliant. Right, get behind kid. Lovely. That's just 1 bottle, 2 bottle, 3 bottle. Guard's like, fucking get out of bloody way, you twat. Fucking children.
Is he robbing? I don't know.
Yeah. Start doing TikToks.
Do you feel really awkward with the new ones they have on the self checkouts? Like you can watch yourself do your shopping. I find it really unnerving. I don't like it
because it comes out at the top. It makes you look like those crazy mirrors where you look really fucking fat. That's what they look like. But to be honest with you, mate, I didn't even notice them.
Do you not?
No.
I don't know why. Find it really weird watching myself do my shopping. I don't.
The reason I asked this question was because at work with the mirrors we have, so when people sit at a desk, they can turn and look and go, "Oh, these are actually all right. I like these." Kids, like literally nose to it. They're like,
oh,
that's all they're doing. Like, what are you looking fucking mirror for? You bloody weirdo! What are you doing?
Clean your slobber off the mirror.
They don't go straight in. They just go like that, don't they?
Always up, yeah.
And tip their head up, yeah, and it's like weird.
That's why I love it. Kids' selfies are always crack me up as well.
Because it's a corner, isn't it? It's like the side of their face. Yeah, it's they're really fucking close, or they're right off to the corner. Like, should do this show like a kid's selfie the entire time. Just fucking sat in the corner here, like, oh yeah, just there you go. I'll be the
Callum treat you does this week. I really was no bogies up my nose then.
I'll just be a mouth. I'll just be a mouth. That's it. Just a mouth on the screen. Oh, fucking amazing.
I had another paranoia moment the other day with a security camera because I was going up to the helipad at work to do like morning checks.
Firefighter Jamie.
Yeah, no, just doing morning checks and shit. I had my headphones in because it's lonely up there. I'm going to listen to some music. And I was in the lift and I started singing along. I was in a good mood, listening to music. And I noticed a security camera in the corner of the lift. I've never noticed it before. And I was like, are they watching me sing and dance to myself in this lift right now? Is their sound shit?
Not normally, but I can imagine be like, all I'm going to see is
exactly that. They just see me dancing, look up and go, looking all serious.
Jamie Westwood, report to the office, please. That's Jamie Westwood to the office, please. Stop dancing. How'd you know? We're always watching, mate. Always bloody watching.
I know, Brian Adams got in my soul. I was like, I'm going to sing along. Leave me alone.
Oh, was it Brian Adams? I
Brian
mouthed crazy nights, but I immediately went straight to Kiss because I thought that's exactly what you listen to because you don't listen to anything else.
But it's a natural assumption. I don't actually listen to Kiss as much as you do.
I think you're amazed at how you know Brian Adams is.
Of course I do. I wrote songs for Kiss.
Oh, well, yeah. Oh, just love Kiss. Just bloody love them and their soup and Judas Priest. I know I brought like an absolute fucking trillion of shit. I just barraged you with stuff. Have you seen? I reckon crisps are shit in their pants. They've now brought out 3 new flavors.
Are these the new Walkers ones?
But I'm not going to lie to you, right? One does sound really interesting.
If it's what I think on about, I'm yet to try them.
Cheese toasty.
Yes.
And I was like, fuck it up. Okay, well, I just find it, like, stop it. Just stop it now. What's wrong with the flavors you've got?
We're trying to make money somehow, aren't they? Apparently people aren't buying enough crisps. I don't know.
Oh, it's just, I'm absolutely loving those Whatsits that are like knickknacks at the moment. They're absolutely unbelievable. Yeah, Whatsits crunchies.
It's cheese toasty, and I think there's beans on toast. There's a third.
I don't know.
Bacon, sausage and bacon sandwich or something.
I don't know, but it's just stupid and stop it. You don't need to keep making these fucking weird ass Heston Blumenthal type fucking flavors. Like, just leave it alone.
What annoys me about them though is you'll try one, you're like, this is really nice. I really like this. Oh, they've gone and they're never going to be seen again. Great. What was the point in making me like that flavour?
It's gonna be fucking animals next. Squirrel, zebra, fucking camel. Like, oh, we want to get a taste of Africa. Put a camel and a zebra, fucking an elephant crisp. Like, no, like it just gets ridiculous. It just loses. Just
there's chicken and beef flavour. Why not?
what?
Yeah, chicken and not together. I mean, you can get chicken flavour and beef flavour.
I was like, fucking, that's just really meaty.
Yeah, meat feast crisps.
It's really dry.
Oh. Although, as much as I like roast chicken crisps, I've never tried a chicken in my life that tastes like that.
What, really meaty? Oh, was it?
No, I mean, like
yeah,
the crisps taste
what they
fuck all like chicken.
like they're just chasing chickens with crisps, like just rubbing them on it. It's like rubbing it on the chicken. That'll do. It's chicken flavour.
Okay.
I'll give everyone salmonella. Fuck it. Who cares? Don't give a shit anymore. I've run out of fucking ideas for flavours.
Gary Lineker's panicking.
Yeah, they'll start doing like salt and cheese and vinegar and onion soon.
Start mixing the flavours
combining them up. Prawn beef and chicken cocktail.
Oh shit, we're giving them ideas. What are we doing?
Yeah, I know. I don't want to copyright this bullshit anyway. Fuck it. They can have it. You can bloody have it, Gary. Oh. It's time for Callum's Treachings.
Hello, this week's Treachings come from the set of my own podcast, That Gym Couple Podcast, that I host with my partner Lucy, where we discuss all things gyms, fitness, gym anxiety, and a bunch of other stuff in between. If you do have the opportunity to come and check us out at That Gym Couple Podcast on Spotify and YouTube, we'd very much appreciate it.
After that insane beginning, I thought we might as well just like calm this shit down and fucking listen to Callum Treach us some stuff. So, Jamie, what is Callum Treaching us this week?
Fingernails and hair probably make a noise when growing, but it's just too small to hear.
Oh,
Callum, no, I don't like
it's
that. I don't like that idea.
What noise would hair make?
Want it to be now?
Or it goes because obviously it grows so small. It grows so slowly. Just like little noises.
To be that now. I mean, the idea of hearing your nails grow freaks me out a lot more than hair.
Mate, just find people when they fucking pick them up. Ah!
Oh, don't. I have friends that recall the remains of just fucking horrified me for life for that. Thank you.
Mind you, me and Jake need to have words about bounties, but still, we'll get to that later.
Yeah,
Both, I still haven't reciprocated it. But yeah, I reckon they either make horrendous noises or they'll make they'll of course they make horrendous ones. Maybe we're just not tuned to hear it. Like, yeah.
Wolverine.
Yeah, exactly.
Really fucking slow.
And as it gets longer, have you noticed though with nails? This is gonna sound really fucking dumb, probably. You know, realize with nails, like you look at them and go, "Oh, I don't know, they look quite nice," and all of a sudden the next day they're like fucking massive.
Oh
You're
yeah,
like,
I noticed that all the time.
Oh,
yeah, I'll be like, oh, I've got no nails, they're fine, and then the next day I'll be like, oh look, I have nail. Where the fuck did that come from?
it's almost like you go to sleep and you have to go, "Come on, then, come on, let's." The little nail borrowers walk out like start pulling it up.
Don't make so much noise, you'll wake him up.
Yeah. Oh, that's where noises come from. Yeah. And then the little hair fairies, and they're like,
It's the same. It's the same for your hair though, because like I'll wake up in one morning and I'll be like, "Oh, my hair's fine." I'll wake up the next morning and go, "I need a haircut." Where the fuck did that come from?
So I wake up and go, "Oh yeah, I got it." Then I wake up the next day and go, "Oh yeah, so I got it."
I'm shaking it with your beard.
I suppose, but I suppose it's maybe a different noise.
Much more coarse.
I reckon pubes make that whistle sound.
You would have called on it, mate. It's so much better.
Imagine our separating goes.
I'm so glad we can't hear these noises.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Yeah.
It was such a dogs are like, fucking please, no, please, I can't bear it.
That's why they're so restless at night time.
Yeah. Anyway, James, we
anyway.
should probably move on from this. People have turned off by now. They're like, oh, I just can't be dealing with this. Can't be dealing with it. What else is Callum teaching us this week?
Why do fast food places rarely offer pork-based foods?
No. So it's beef. Or chicken.
Beef and chicken, isn't it? That's a really good point.
I don't know, to be honest with you, Cal.
But like your restaurant takeaways tend to, like barbecue pork ribs or pork curry, blah, blah, blah. But fast food, rarely, yeah.
Do you reckon it's because it's not fast enough? There's no
Maybe.
fast version of making pork.
Oh, because the only way to get pork...
Making pork.
Like...
Cooking pork.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Making it.
The only way
Get
to
your
get it
pigs, make them
reasonable-
fuck. Come on, make your pigs fuck. Let's make it faster. Come on.
Bacon.
No, Siri, don't look for pig porn. I just saw Siri come up with like pigs fucking, and I was like, no. Let's not put that into my algorithm search bar. Thank you very much. No. No one needs to see that. No one needs that. The tail gets fucking straight. And then when they've ejaculated after half an hour, whatever the fucking stuff, it goes back to curly again. Maybe it's like their tail's up the timer. So as they're going, it's just like it just very slowly curls back.
Well, those old toys you used to get where you pulled the cord out and then it slowly went in.
Yeah. But this one takes half an hour.
Yeah.
Because you imagine orgasming for half an hour, you'd be like, fuck's sake, it's only been 15 minutes. I've still got 15 minutes of this. Fuck's I'd just be like, you'd be exhausted.
I'd be absolutely
How is so fat? I just don't get it. They should be shredded, pigs. They should be fucking shredded like units from all that orgasming. They should be like, oink, oink, bitch. You want to fucking tell me what my bacon do? You got to fucking go through me first. I'll fuck you up, prick.
Oh my god,
Now
what is
feed
happening
me.
this week? The sound of pubic hair growing and pigs fucking. What's happening?
But I have a feeling that you can't cook pork quickly, and that's why.
That's what I was trying to get at, and it all went wrong. Like the best way to cook pork is slowly, and that's not fast food. So,
I mean, it's not fucking fast now anyway.
well, no, not half the time it isn't though.
Absolutely insane. But I don't know. But what constitutes as fast food then? What constitutes as fast?
That's a good point, actually.
Because do you really want your food that quickly?
No. Because it
I know
means it's been
spoons like
pre-cooked
10
and sat there for a while, let's be honest.
Spoons is 10 minutes it has to be out by.
That's a bit iffy, isn't it?
And it's just like, that's all it is for. It's just that. That's all it's for. Like, I don't know, you got salmon there, fucking don't care. You're dead, oh, never mind. I've made 80 million, I have.
We all know Weatherspoon's food is just microwaved. It's fine. We know.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, we all know.
Bar steaks.
And
so,
the
yeah.
odd things that are crispy.
I love that people are like going on TikTok and be like, all the things you didn't know about revealed.
Oh,
McDonald's spices, KFC spices revealed. It's like, all right,
no one cares.
Don't care. Yeah. It's what really happened to your Wetherspoon's kitchens. Right, okay. Cool.
It's Weatherspoons. We know. We don't need to see. We have imaginations. We know. It's fine.
And it constitutes as news now. Tesco checkouts, like just sat there on Tesco checkout, like, oh my God, I've never seen this happening. Oh my God, unbelievable. 70 million views.
Yeah.
Tesco in uproar, like, oh, fuck off.
It's the people that walk down the road are like, you're not going to believe what just happened to me in Tesco. Blah, 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 blah. I'm like,
I was walking down now, right? I picked up a dib dab and there weren't any sugar in it. I was livid. All there was a fucking lollipop. No sherbet, just a fucking lolly. Disgusting, sort it out, Bassets. Like, oh, Jesus.
I mean, I'd agree. I would be livid, but I won't make a TikTok about it. But have you ever seen anyone filming a TikTok out in the wild? Well, like walking
in the wild. TikTok.
Another one of those moments where
That's
Jamie realizes he said
Spears
something
and
stupid
Shields,
as
like-
he's saying it.
All sorts of TikTok over there. Fucking hell. It's out in the wilds, that.
You know what I mean? But you see these videos of people walking down the street talking.
Oh. Oh, sometimes you just feed me and I love it. It's absolutely superb. Foot writing all the shit down. I see James talking. I was like, there we go, there we go. I'm in. Yeah.
Human highlight reel.
Fucking brilliant.
But you know what I mean? You see all these videos of people walking down the road talking to their fucking phone. I've never seen anyone do it in person.
No, neither have I.
No, not in the wild. In
So
person.
they're all going to become fucking phones if they keep fucking looking at them that much. Yeah, apparently. Because if you
Continue
eat,
to watch our TikTok though, kids. Don't get away from that. Continue
if
to
you
watch
eat too many
ours.
chocolate biscuits, you turn into a chocolate biscuit.
Oh yeah, I used to get on
Yeah.
choices.
Yes, yes. And finally, Jamie, what is Callum teaching us this week?
As an adult, there's nothing stopping you from buying and eating birthday cake when it's not your birthday. We just don't do it.
We don't. We had this conversation a few weeks ago.
I was going to say we did, didn't we? Yeah.
Yeah. You're more than welcome to eat it whenever the fuck you like. But it's so weird how you abide by the law, even though there isn't one.
I think when we talked about this the other week, I mentioned it's like I think people have that paranoia that the cashier is going to know it's not your birthday or someone's birthday. Like they're going to know I'm buying this for me.
You got any ID? A birthday cake? Yep. Why? Is it your birthday? Oh, is that the time? Oh, don't worry about this. I'll just come back later. Didn't think it was. Goodbye. You're barred for life. Barring for life. I mean, does anyone keep up with that anymore? Is that even a thing?
Surely
And
not.
how are they gonna know? Especially if it's big fucking stores and people are walking in all the time. How are you gonna know?
I reckon there's like local village pubs that have got pictures of people like stuck to the wall or some
Mate,
shit.
I've done it.
It's got to be done. Wait, what?
I've done it. No, I have barred them for life. I barred someone I barred 6 kids for 6 months from William Hill back in the day because they wrote Tom as a C word on the wall all over it because I had a go at them for kicking the machine.
It's nice of them, very much.
And I lost my mind. And I never really do that. And I went, all of you, off you fuck. And I cleaned all the walls. Me and Joe O'Connell cleaned all the walls down. And they kept trying to come back in every day. And I was like, get out. And they were like, what the fuck? I was like, get the fuck out of my shop. No, not having it in here. 6 months later, I let him back in. And do you know what, mate? All the chavs of Wadden respected me massively. So no one would touch me ever again. It was great.
That's incredible. What a way to get respect from
someone had a go at
Waddenites.
me. Yeah, these kids just would come in like, what you fucking say to Tom? Leave him alone. Right. Yeah. I run this little village now, fuckers.
Tom feels well out and he's in Wadden now.
I don't.
No one does.
Not sexually, anyway. So, yeah. I've been to Wadden I've been there for decades now.
But I used to work there. That's it.
And the shop doesn't exist anymore. It's gone. So
William Hill?
Yeah, there's only one in town. That's it. Oh, one in town and one down Chipsford Road. That's it. It's gone. The two are gone.
But yeah, I suppose most people do
So-
betting online now, don't they?
Because everyone does everything online, mate.
Well, that's very true.
That's why, you know what I mean? It's like there's no point anymore. But what was it? Oh, yeah, birthday cake. Yeah, we've got a massive fucking tangent. I used to get kids come in and be like, you got any ID? They'd be like, have you got any ID? I went, that's the fucking stupidest thing I've ever heard, mate, because obviously I work here. Get out.
He's
Don't
waiting
miss
seven and go,
those
oh,
days.
yes, I'm very sorry. There you go.
I should have done it, shouldn't I? But he probably would just like run off with it for some random reason or something. Yeah. Anyway, Callum, mate.
Yes.
I mean, thank you so much.
Oh, trifecta
There,
of
beautiful.
gloriousness.
I think people should go and eat birthday cake whenever the fuck they want now. It's like abide by the law of the advent calendar. Just eat whatever you want.
See, you say that. I can't bring myself to go off track with the advent calendar.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know if it's some weird thing about me or I just can't. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like
Okay,
people
that's
that
fair.
forget and then have to catch up. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? You eat it on the day. Don't forget.
No, Jeb, yeah, well, okay.
I'm weird.
That's
I don't know.
I like to abide by the rules.
Too right. Rules are there for a reason.
How are you?
I am ridiculously, unbelievably, incredibly tired.
I bet you are.
Yeah,
I bet you are.
absolutely
Yeah.
fucked.
I'm not surprised in any way, shape, or form. This week I can actually go, yeah, I absolutely reckon you are, yeah.
Yeah, like I'm on the shit week, we like to call it at work, where my shifts change 3 times in 1 week, and I've had like late nights the past few nights when I've been
Yeah.
had to be up at
Well,
4,
obviously-
so I'm like, yeah.
We did this glorious interview on Tuesday night. So,
Yeah.
and here we are Thursday night. We're literally here like 12 hours before release, like doing the show.
Yeah. I mean, both reasons fucking worth it beyond belief.
Oh,
but
100%.
I'm absolutely knackered now.
When I was watching the clips back yesterday for the portfolio and stuff like that, I was just like, I just bloody love doing this.
Oh yeah.
Like I just bloody love it.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like going through stuff. I even watched the Dublin Cross vlog from 2 years ago, and I was like, I was in Ireland 3 years ago almost.
That was 3 years ago. Jesus.
Nearly 2021. That was December. No, it wasn't. Yes, was it? Oh my God, when was that? I swear it was 20. I just started. No, it was 22. It was 2 years ago in December.
Yeah,
it was 2022.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I just started at Global, and that was in 2022. So yeah, it was 22.
Yeah.
But I spoke to Baz today, so
Oh,
yeah, I'm trying to plan a trip to go back over. So yeah, man, I can totally believe that you're knackered.
Yeah, I got back. I picked up the kid from school. I got back. I sat down. I was like, "Daddy, I want to show you this video." We put it on. I'm like, "Shit, sorry, kid." No, couldn't stay away.
You're narcoleptic.
Knackered. Yeah, pretty much. I've got a lot better with that, apart from when I'm absolutely fucking wiped. But there
I suppose I'm doing it now.
I know, I'm mate, to be honest. But no, other than being knackered,
It's so fucking.
what is it, a toddler pose? I was going to doze off. No, but yeah, other than being very tired, I'm good. I'm good. You?
Mate, I'm good, man. Yeah. Yeah. I'm actually all right. So it's good. It's good. I am tired as well, but I think that's just normal now. I think it just comes to the territory, doesn't it? I think more than anything
Being
else.
an adult, yeah.
Yeah. Late nights regardless, because I just like late nights. Yeah. I like to enjoy the evening. They're like, get an early night. It's like, well, no, because otherwise I feel like I'm not having them.
No, I know what you mean.
So I'd rather, especially when we do recording, I'm always like waiting on edge because I'm like, I know I've got to record. I don't want to start watching anything or reading anything or anything like that because I'm like, I know I've got to record. So I'll just wait. Sit here patiently for the next 3 hours.
Subtle dig at my delayed takeaway.
Oh, no. This is all the time. This is all the time.
Oh, fair enough.
This is all. So even with interviews, I'll sit and I'll write my questions, and I'll just sit in my questions and sit there and wait. Be like, I know I've got an interview. I don't want to do anything because then I know I'll get sucked into something and be like, and you'll be like, where are you? Like watching TV? What? Oh, bollocks! So yeah, I don't want to start doing that. I know you've got a lot of this. So how's your week been?
Yeah, it's been good. I've mostly been Rihannaing, like as usual. We done an incredible interview, which you have all now heard, and it was delightful. Another reason why I'm so fucking knackered is because I got a new bike the other day through the good old cycle to work scheme. So I wanted to get back on a bike, and I hated my old bike. That's why I wasn't riding, because I was like, I could ride that bike, but I couldn't get the bus because I don't like riding that bike. So I got a new one, and I cycled to work for the first time since November, December. I wasn't as knackered as I was expecting to be on the way to work. When I got home, the journey home, I was like, oh my God, my feet, my knees, my arse, it all hurts. But yeah, it's good to get back on a bike. I'll get used to it soon enough.
Of course you will.
Last night I went to a gig. I went to go see Alice Cooper, and he was fucking incredible.
Yeah, but okay.
Now I know you go see a lot of these bands, these nostalgia bands, and they're like, oh, like you're going through it. He sounds just as fucking good as he always has. He sounds incredible. Like it was absolutely, and I forgot just how much I love Alice Cooper. Like, so he was playing songs. I was like, fucking hell, singing along. I was like, loving life. I forgot just how much I love Alice Cooper. I missed the first support band, which was the Meffs, who we interviewed in 2003.
Oh,
yeah, we didn't get there in time, but they were there. I heard people saying in the background, someone was like, "What was your first band like?" I thought, "Yeah, it was all right, mate." So the one guy in the crowd enjoyed them. So I assume they're okay. And the other support band was Primal Scream.
Oh,
yeah, which they were good. They're not my cup of tea, but they were good at what they were doing. But it was the wrong crowd for him. It's not an Alice Cooper crowd.
Why didn't the UK do we get the most random support acts, most random for the headliners? I don't get it.
Like,
I remember going to see A Day to Remember in 2008 in Manchester, and Bayside supported. And I'm like, who are like really Nickelbacky and stuff. And you're like, this is weird.
Yeah,
like, what? And Pierce the Veil opened, who were emo. And I was like, this is odd.
I don't get it. Like, maybe you had pockets of people in the crowd that were really enjoying it, but mostly the crowd was dead for them. And I felt really sorry for them because they were going for it. And they were good. Like, they performed really good. But I was just like, this is not the right crowd for you. Apart from when they played the one song that every fucking knows, the whole crowd got mad for that one. But other than that, the crowd was dead. Or sods.
Yeah, that's a shame. I don't know why. Americans know what they're doing with gigs. We don't. We haven't got a clue.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. It was a really odd choice. But again, like I said, they were good at what they did. And other than that, I've been continuing my usual annual Halloween October film tradition. Basically, every October, I like to try and watch as many horror films as I can. Because you know me, I like watching films on my phone when I'm doing shit. I'm currently on my 12th horror film of October so far. I'm doing quite well. I watched
and it's 17th,
yeah,
so almost one a day. Yeah, nice.
I'm doing quite well. I decided to see what all the fuss was about with this Terrorizer franchise.
Terrifier,
sorry.
Terrorizer.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm tired. Leave me alone. I've only watched the first one so far. Really funny, really weird, but I can see why people are liking it. I'm looking forward to watching the second one and then the third one when I can. That's pretty much it, really. Yeah. What about you, my friend? What are you been up to?
Rest of the kids.
Did I not mention seeing the kids?
No, and come to see me.
See the kids as well, and I saw you. I'm so tired.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, I went to see the kids. Had a good day. We just took a stroll down to B&M and Dunelm and shit, and then we went to Sainsbury's so Sam could get his glasses, and we saw you. And you helped fix my glasses as well, which really helped. Thank you very much.
You're more than welcome. It's what I do best. I apologise for how stressful it was at the time when you came in with everything not working, but still.
It's fine.
It's one of those things.
What did make me laugh quite a lot, though, is last week on the show, you told me about the joke you make with all the different patients. And then when Sam tried his glasses on, you made that joke to Sam. I was like, there it is. There it is. Just watching him do his job.
Not make an exception. Just not make an exception just because it's your kid.
It really makes
Everyone gets the same treatment, mate. So
that's like, there he is.
It's true. I mean, I am sorry about this. So, you know, what can I say?
Bless. But yeah, that's pretty much been my week. What about you, my friend? What have you been up to?
That's a very good question, Rhiannon.
Of course.
Where else? My sister for Dins on what day was that? At some point last week. I think it was Saturday. It normally is Saturday. So my brother-in-law as well. Watched my niece play Hogwarts and play Quidditch on the PlayStation, and she's awful. I'm joking, she's not. We walked the dog. She told me, so me and my niece walked the dog, and she told me all about stuff at school. It's quite nice actually. Let's spend some time with her. It was NFL Sunday. The Steelers played the Raiders, so it's me versus Smitchy, and we fucking destroyed them.
Yeah! Sorry, Smitch, love you.
We absolutely destroyed them. We won 32-12.
Nice.
Yeah, it was just a great feeling. At the same time, in fantasy, Tom's gone 5-1, where I absolutely obliterated the guy I played against. I scored 175 points. He scored 98.
Nice.
Yeah. Chris Godwin scored like 35.5 points on his own. And I was like, this is amazing. Every player scored like double figures. I was like, yeah, this is glorious. I was going to sit back and enjoy. I'm still in second place. I'm 3 wins ahead of the bottom half of the table for the first time ever. So long may this continue. It's the halfway point now, week 7 this week. So there's 14 weeks in fantasy, then the playoffs start. So I just need to get a few more wins under my belt because I haven't played top yet. So I'm still like, yeah. But I've played most of the top lot, so I've got all the bottom lot left. So I'm like, oh, this should be all right. This hopefully, fingers crossed, everything crossed, dicks crossed, a lot.
It's funny. I don't care about NFL, but I love this part of the catch up every week, finding out how your week's gone with the NFL. I don't know why. I'm like, did the Steelers win? Is Tom still winning his fantasy football? I get really invested in it.
I love it. I love the NFL season. It makes my Sunday And because there's been London games the past 2 weeks, it starts at 2 in the afternoon.
Oh, happy days.
So I get to watch the London game, which the last one's this Sunday coming, and then Red Zone starts at 6. I was like, fucking phenomenal. So Sundays are great at the moment. What else have I been doing? I went for dinner at Saskia's on Monday. She made pad thai. It was fucking delicious. Saw her for a bit. We watched the show.
Nice.
So because she was in the audience participation, she's like, "Who's watching?" She's like, "Yeah."
Amazing.
What else have I done? I think that's about it. I've been working on my portfolio for this. That's taken me fucking ages to get through all that. But I'm happy it's done. I'm happy it's all there. I'm happy, and I just can't wait to now see it come to life. So I'm very excited. And my new Day to Remember t-shirts turned up.
Yes.
So I was quite happy with that. I'm really pathetic when it comes to I get so excited by parcels and stuff turned up. Like, oh,
no, I do as well. I get it.
I love it. Also hate it when they turn up and you go, "What's that?" I don't remember buying anything. But yeah, man, other than that, not on a whole lot. So what's really going on?
Well, I guess we're all caught.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Braden from Say We Can Fly. Just letting you know, got a brand new merch store out there.
Please let me say the link. Let me say the link, please.
Okay, yeah. Okay, yes, you can say the link. Yes, all right.
Okay.
So the link for the shop.
So the link for the shop is www.saywecanfly.shop.
All right, good job, Seamus. So www.saywecanfly.shop. 10% off if you use the code.
Oh, let me say the code. Let me say the code, please.
Okay, fine. You can say the code. If you use the code.
The code is The Chronicles.
What? No, it's not.
The Chronicles.
No, it's not. It's The Chronicles, Seamus.
Yeah, that's what I said.
The Chronicles at checkout, all right? You get 10% off.
10% off?
Yes, they know, Seamus. Okay?
I'm just trying to help, all right?
Visit www.saywecanfly.shop and use code The Chronicles for 10% off your order. Available at participating Say We Can Fly restaurants and web stores. Some restrictions may apply, but probably not.
South Times Journal. And welcome to another edition of Tom's Journal. Christmas cracker jokes sound like System of a Down songs. What is a nosy pepper likely to be doing? Getting all jalapeno business. What country suffered the worst 2 earthquakes in history, killing 830,000 in 1556 and 750,000 in 1976? China. Sounds like System of a Down songs. Yeah.
That one does sound like a prison song. There's a little bit in prison song. It sounds just like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
How to choke your partner safely thread. Can you label this better, please? I thought this was about how to choke someone out and I made a guy come during a jiu-jitsu match. Oh, fuck, that's so funny.
Saw that going.
I forgot all about that. Oh, my God.
I did not see that going there.
Oh, just incredible.
I mean, either way, you won.
Someone tweeted in 2012, stretching your ears only creates more orifices in your body for the devil to sodomize.
Glad someone out there tried that.
Oh. I mean, Jay, my flabbers be gasted daily.
Good point. What is a flabber and how is it gasted? That's a very good point.
Yeah, I have absolutely no idea. But if you ask me, I truly believe this. This La Vida is getting a little too loco, if you ask me.
Oh, what's annoying is there's so many things that come out of this journal that I want to put into my everyday life. My shitty memory forgets them every time.
Let's go back and watch it. It's not recorded.
Because that's just fucking great. I want to put that in my everyday expressions. Fuck me, I'm brain dead.
Well, next time you use a Ouija board.
Oh, God.
Using a Ouija board. Hello? Is anyone there? Why? Oh. You. Oh, damn it. This is a soldier board.
Oh my god. That is the greatest yet worst journal entry of all time. Oh, good old soldier boy.
You. Someone asked, why do I eat so much fucking soup? And someone replied, because sometimes we want our insides to be extra wet. And they said, please never fucking say that again.
Oh, that's just not nice. Oh.
That's pretty grim, isn't it?
That is really grim.
Pretty fucking grim.
Oh. Well, it might help with the lubricant when you cough your guts up.
Yes, exactly. At least it'll be better. Go back down better. Good morning. Have a fun and productive day. I can't wait to talk to you later. Dating a 28-year-old is so cute because why is he so proper? Well, what the fuck's he supposed to say? Morning, my employed skibbity toilet queen. On that Sigma grind today.
Oh, these expressions hurt my soul.
Oh.
What the fuck is a skibbity toilet?
I have no idea.
Oh.
I have absolutely no idea. So, Jamie, allow me to slip into something a little more comfortable. Gets in my car and leaves.
I want someone to end a date that way, and please tell us how it went, because that's just fucking
that'd
great.
be amazing.
That's fucking great.
That is one way to just get out of that completely. My dad is so dramatic when I'm not home all day. Good evening. This is the hotel manager. Will you be dining in our lounge tonight?
That's the level of dad I aim to be when the kids are grown up.
Next time, I might do this. Next time your manager tells you you're not working hard enough, remind them that Paul Heyman has managed 6 WWE World Champions and your manager has never helped you win a single world title.
Holy shit, that's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a fucking great point.
Bastards.
I like that. I like that a lot. Please, again, someone please use this and tell us how it went.
Although I realise in my journal entry it says Paul Herman pick. And as it said that, I thought it said Heyman. I'll give you a couple more. I bet it's fucking mental being a baby. Fall asleep in the house, then wake up in Tesco's fruit and veg aisle. Where the fuck am I? Why am I moving?
That's why babies cry so much. They wake up, they're like, "What the fuck am I?" Ah!
That's what they're screaming, they're not crying. I really wonder who was the first person to look at a beehive and think, those bastards are hiding something absolutely delicious in there and I know it.
Really good point. I think that with a lot of animal products, I was like, who was the first person to milk a cow? Like,
You reckon it's sucked straight from the teat? This is pretty nice, actually. Oh, my bones are getting stronger. And finally, therapist. So, how depressed would you say you're feeling lately? Me, I don't care anymore. If my foot hangs over the bed where a monster can get it. Therapist whispering, Jesus fuck. And that was another edition of Tom's Journal.
Absolute gold, sir. Absolute gold.
Oh, I love it so much.
Oh, we're doing well this week. I've got a lot to live up to. Fucking hell.
It's about getting into schools and talking to young people because, you know, I know that people can change. And it's about talking to people and getting them to understand and perhaps step back from violence and prejudice and whatever. And we just need to work together and keep on the good fight there.
Absolutely. Hey there, guys. We are ecstatically happy to announce that we are associated with the Sophie Lancaster Foundation.
The times are changing, and with the unfortunate death of Sophie, those changes have made a massive impact for the future. If Sophie was with us still today, I can guarantee what you are doing will still be reaching so many lives of young teenagers, young adults, and those who wish to be as different as possible. So thank you very much.
To find out more about this incredible foundation and all the work they do, and more importantly, how you can help, head on over to www.sophielancasterfoundation.com. Mister, Mister.
This isn't Alice Cooper song by any chance.
Yeah, it was School's Out.
Did he play that?
He did, he closed a bit, yeah.
Wow. Oh, nice. Okay. Saturday night, and I don't like the way Jamie moves. Pretty Jamie. It's party time, and I don't know the words. Like my Jamie.
It's audience participation. Yeah, I realise every week how hard it is to get those words into a tune.
A one-syllable, three-lettered word and changed it for one of the biggest words we have in the English language. That's like 5 syllables. Jesus Christ.
I'm going to try.
Well, this is very, very true. This is very, very true.
Trying.
Participate, bitch, 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 participate, motherfucker.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to participate in Jamie's participation challenge. This week, I said, in a world where Donald Trump is running for president again, this week we're asking, what celebrity do you think would make the best president / prime minister?
It's obvious, Jane. It's obvious.
I'm going to say John
Daddy.
Oliver. Yeah.
John Oliver. Yeah, it's obvious. Of course it's John
that
Oliver.
would be incredible.
It would be the best thing in the world.
Oh.
How many animals would he fuck, though? That's, you know what I mean? That horse that he should... You just know that he would be the absolute daddy at that job. He'd be so good. Yeah.
Would you want to see him as prime minister or president?
Prime minister. Yeah.
Him in number 10 would just be phenomenal.
It'd be the greatest time of my life. It'd be the greatest time of everyone's life.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with that one. I'll be honest, I didn't really think of an answer to this one. I was so busy writing the fucking thing, I didn't actually think to answer.
Disappointing.
Yeah, my bad. I'm trying to think of something off the top of my head. I was going to say The Rock, because he could deliver one hell of a promo against his opposition, let's be fair. But, yeah, I didn't really think on this week. Let's get some audience answers, because they definitely did. Simon Mitchell says Ron Burgundy. I was like, Will Ferrell or Ron Burgundy? He was like, they're the same person. And he's probably right, to be fair, yeah. Ron Burgundy as Prime Minister would be fucking brilliant, to be fair.
Chaos. Utter
chaos. It'd be great. And we already know what his cabinet looks like, so it's great. Jude from Acid Age gives me an incredible answer. Stone Cold Steve Austin telling his opponents to shut the hell up and smack him with a Stone Cold Stunner. I mean, can't get any better than that, really.
Oh.
You're not going to argue against that. All right, so we got some comments from YouTube this week. Craig Lee, Snoop Dogg, because he'd legalized cannabis. Yeah, that probably would be the first thing.
He would be amazing.
Be incredible, wouldn't he?
He would be amazing.
I found out this week that apparently Snoop Dogg does affirmations and nursery level kids listen to them in class. I was listening to an interview with Michael Bublé. I want to listen to Snoop Dogg make me feel good about myself.
He's a massive Steelers fan as well. So
Is
it's just like, yeah.
See, Snoop Dogg all the way.
We love the D-O-double-G.
Pathfinder XR says, "You want some, do you?" That guy. I can't remember his name.
Oh, the Wilson Raider.
That's him, yeah.
Why?
I don't know, but it'd be great to hear it, let's be honest.
You want some? Fucking hell.
Macho179 says Jeremy Clarkson, seeing as he has international experience motoring and roads and now farming. I mean, he's definitely going to look after quite a few of these things. I could see
He'd
some
probably
benefits.
ban people from the country, though, wouldn't he?
Probably, yeah. I actually had Jeremy Clarkson quite a lot on this, like quite a few of the TikTok ones as well. A lot of people said Jeremy Clarkson. I think I had more comments for him than anyone else.
That's concerning.
It is a little bit, isn't it? What's more concerning is Bad Jokes Media on TikTok, who says Katie Hopkins.
Okay.
She get absolutely no nonsense from her. Or as someone else commented saying, or you mean absolutely all nonsense. I mean, she'd tell you straight. I'll give her that.
If I don't believe in calling the children by a country. Her daughter's called India.
I forgot about that.
Twat.
TikTok Jesus, Scotty Wartooth, Danny DeVito.
Oh,
fuck yes.
Yeah, hell yes.
Great answer. That fat farmer on TikTok, Denzel Washington, or maybe the polar opposite, Brittop from Snatch. That wouldn't end well, sir. We get kicked out of every union ever. He's a horrible bastard. He just calls everyone the C word and tries to hurt them. Call me out, Jack Black or Keanu Reeves.
Jack Black. Oh, that's, yeah.
Get them together. Job done. Being Emmett. Jimmy Carr. He understands taxes and large businesses. Also pretty funny for us common people as well. That laugh is incredible.
Excuse me.
Rob Moe. Mr. Blobby. Oh, sorry, we already had him as PM, didn't we? He was wearing a blonde wig, though, and called himself Bojo. That's clever. I like that.
He's got a fucking book out now and people can be interviewing him. Why?
What the fuck is he releasing?
Get him gone. Oh, I don't know.
That's a bit weird.
What, do you reckon it sounds like, oh, that's all it says all the way through.
That'd be the audiobook, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, last but not least, it's our good friend Hannah from Rockfit who says, Benji Webb from Skindred would be epic. I want to see the whole of Parliament busting out the Newport helicopter. It might loosen him up a little bit. I am all for it.
He's done a cover of Insane in the Brain by Cypress Hill with Black Gold, which out soon. And he also did a video in B&M in Newport having to go at Cadbury's because it's all packaging and no chocolate anymore. He's a legend. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm well up for that. I want to see the whole of Number 10 and the House of Commons doing the Newport helicopter.
Be unbelievable. Yeah, it'd be great. They'd have to do it every time before they make a decision on something. Be absolutely superb. But thank you to everybody that participated in Jamie's challenge. We appreciate every single last one of you. I realise I forgot to share it this week, so I do massively apologise. But thank you to everybody that participates in Jamie's challenge, enjoys Tom's journal, Callum's preachings. Are they at that again? And the interview. And enjoy the other 147 editions wherever you get your podcast from. I believe it's 140. I've lost count with where we are. We're almost at 150, mate.
I think this is 147 this week.
Is it not 148 this week?
No, it's 147 this week.
We're somewhere at that in the high 140s, yeah, in that area. But go enjoy us on Spotify, Google, or Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your podcast from. We're all over it. But most importantly, come to social media and follow us at TCO Pod on all social media, and mainly subscribe to us on YouTube at the Chronicles of Podcast. That's all social media at TCO Pod, and subscribe to us on YouTube at the Chronicles of Podcast. And make sure you watch our brand new Sophie vlog, which I know Jamie's going to bring up in a minute.
That's mind reader. Before we get out of here, let's say a massive thank you to a few of our friends. Every single piece of music you heard this week is brought to you by the wonderful singer-songwriter Matt Roberts. Go check him out, all social medias, at Matt Roberts Music. And make sure you give his music a beautiful listen, especially once in a lifetime. It's our theme tune. And of course, we have to say a massive thank you to Mr. Braden Barry and his SayWeCanFly.shop. Head on over to the website, see what you like the look of, whether it be a nice piece of apparel, some signed lyrics, a CD, whatever it may be. Add it to your basket, enter the discount code The Chronicles, and get yourself 10% off your order. And if you want to support Mr. Barry that even a little bit more, go check out his other merch store, Anxious Ghost. There's some incredible lines on there also. And last but not least, a massive thank you to the Sophie Lancaster Foundation, because they are stamping out prejudice, hatred, and intolerance everywhere, and I mean everywhere. As Mr. Stevens pointed out, we have just released our Bloodstock 2024 vlog. Is it getting better, the Sophie Lancaster legacy? And we are asking that question. Is it getting better? Is it easier to be part of this alternative community now compared to how it was when the horrific attack happened to Sophie? A massive thank you to everyone that has checked out that vlog so far. A massive thank you to everyone that took part in it. It means the absolute world. If you haven't watched it, please go watch it now. Get involved in the discussion. It would mean the absolute world. And last but not least, massive thank you to my wonderful co-host here.
With that, does that mean the absolute world as well?
It does. It all means the absolute world.
Said that 4 times.
Because it does, all right? Stop picking on me.
No, we do massively appreciate it. So thank you to everyone that participated, that joined in, that was a part of it, that's watched it, that's commented on it and everything. So long may that continue. Jamie, another unbelievable addition in the bag.
Another unbelievable addition indeed.
We love it. But as for this week, we will see you all next week.
Goodbye, everybody.
Ta-ta! Bye!